Ukraine role focuses new attention on Giuliani's foreign work. Washington knew more than 2 years ago, Pavel Fuchs, a wealthy Ukrainian-Russian developer looking for ways to attract more investment from the United States to his hometown, Kharkiv, Ukraine, enlisted an especially well-connected American to help him, Rudolph W. Giuliani. Mr. Fuchs, who years earlier had discussed a Moscow Tower project with Donald J. Trump, hired Mr. Giuliani, who in 2018 would become the president's personal lawyer, under a one-year deal to help improve Kharkiv's emergency services and bolster its image as a destination for investment. "I would call him the lobbyist for Kharkiv and Ukraine. This is stated in the contract," Mr. Fuchs said in an interview in March for an of the New York Times television show, The Weekly. Mr. Fuchs' description of Mr. Giuliani as a lobbyist further highlighted a controversy over what some Democrats say is a pattern by Mr. Giuliani of providing influence with the Trump administration. Some Democrats, Mr. Giuliani rejected the use of the word lobbyist to describe his work for Mr. Fuchs. "That makes it sound," Mr. Giuliani acknowledged that he did lobby Petro Poroshenko, who was then the president of Ukraine. But he said that Mr. Giuliani traveled to Ukraine for the project, touring the site of a Holocaust memorial in the capital, Kiev, spearheaded by Mr. Fuchs, as well as appearing at an event in Kharkiv to highlight the plan. "After I finished it," Mr. Giuliani said, the contract did not call for him to seek American investment, and he did not do so. The foreign agents. Mr. Giuliani's overseas work in Eastern Europe, the Middle East and South America has drawn criticism from Democrats, who contend it is difficult to separate that work from his close relationship with the president. That criticism escalated when the Times revealed in May that to urge Volodymyr Zelensky, then the nation's president-elect, to pursue inquiries into matters that could help Mr. Trump. Senator Christopher S. Murphy of Connecticut, asking the Senate Foreign Relations Committee to investigate, accused Mr. Giuliani of operating a shadow foreign policy apparatus aimed at influencing upcoming U.S. elections. Mr. Giuliani quickly, though he argued that the efforts to influence Ukrainian investigations were related only to his representation of the president and not to his foreign consulting or Mr. Fuchs. Mr. Fuchs earned an estimated $270 million in the post-Soviet real estate boom in Moscow, and negotiated with Mr. Trump around 2006 or 2007 over a possible licensing agreement for a Trump Tower in Moscow. After months of since then, Mr. Fuchs has fallen out of favor in Russia and been included on a sanctions list by the Kremlin. He has aligned himself more closely with Ukraine, while trying to court influential connections in Washington. He says in the since then, he has been barred from traveling to the United States, and has who brokered his inauguration trip.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.